BevCam Sports field hockey. We have a special day today. It's Youth Day. Going to turn it over to Courtney, who's going to take over the PA system.
Good morning. Thank you everyone for joining us here on this Saturday morning to celebrate Youth Day at Beverly Field Hockey. We're going to start today with announcing our varsity roster while they're joined by a youth or two field hockey players. We have number 1, Fiona Bazin. Number 2, Avery LeBlanc. Number 3, Avery Height. Number 4, Olivia Faletra. Number 5, Madeline LeBlanc. Number 6, Ashley Wallace. Number 7, Cece Blank. Number 8, Gwen Jones. Number 9, Sophia Ruiz. Number 10, Mia Moschella. Number 11, Ellie Fisher. Number 12, Lily Scotty. Number 14, Belle Belanger. Number 15, Morgan Linsky. Number 16, Nola Redmond. Number 20, Megan McCormick. Number 66, Charlotte Stevens. And number 97, Lauren Conant. Coached by Danielle Harford.
Just like put my long lens down and got out here and got down, I'm like, I heard it though. Bro, I heard it. It came across through the broadcast last night's football game. The crowd? The crowd came across. They were on the top. They were really what's his name? Dom was like freaking out. He was like really freaking out. See what he's entering the field right now. I know they're going to do a couple tactics. No warm up or anything. And get it done. That was great.
Hey, folks, we are a bit delayed in the start of the game. We were waiting on Peabody to get here. The bus has arrived, and I believe we have a shot of the players warming up. They're just going to have a very brief warm-up, and then the game will begin here. I'm Matt Fletcher. I'm here with Andrew Bartholomew. We got Leo on camera, John in the booth. This is the best team in the business, folks. And it is a gorgeous day here at Frank Forty Field on a Saturday morning. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to go to Andrew just yet because, hey, you know what? We're all about transparency here. He's eating a donut. How are you, Andrew?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. He's trying to chew. Andrew was part of the team that broadcast that wildly exciting Beverly High School football game last night against Wakefield. And they ended up winning that game. Do you recall the score on that, Andrew?
Yeah, 41-40.
Do you get any highlights for you that you can mention?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was fun to have a new setup this year. Last year they didn't really have a great setup. I think it was on the other sideline. But this year is real cool. Just like taking the band. So what we did is we took the band's like platform. Like we moved it over to the sideline, and then we stood next to it. So it was pretty cool just to like see over the crowd, and it was a much better broadcast this year.
Nice. And then the game itself, Danny Pierce looked great. He did have that one pick. I think it was just the one.
Yeah, just the one.
And then, it seemed like it was just back and forth. I couldn't turn the channel. I mean, it was that. Every place something was going on. But anyway, now fast forward to here and now. We're doing what's called vamping. Leo knows what vamping is. Yeah, we're just trying to kill some time while we wait for the starting play of Peabody versus your Beverly Panthers. Andrew, tell me about the records on both teams coming in. Well, we'll give you a second here. And, I guess I could mention the weather again. While Andrew finishes chewing, we'll take it. We're nothing but professionals here. Andrew's going to give us the Andrew's Notes. That's what we're going to call them. And brought to you apparently by Dunkin' Donuts. Sorry, I'm not honestly endorsing Dunkin' Donuts in any way, shape, or form. Beverly, BevCam is a non-profit organization. I just don't want to get in trouble, Leo. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
All right, we got Andrew back.
Beverly has a record of 4-3-1, 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Their last game they won at home 7-0 versus Haverhill. We covered that game. Peabody is 1-6 on the year. They lost their last game 5-0 against that talented Gloucester team we saw here a week ago. On the daily leaderboard every Thursday, the Salem News publishes the top scorers on the North Shore, and Beverly has some on there. Fiona Bazin for Beverly, 8th on the North Shore in scoring with 2 goals, 9 assists, and 11 total points. Gwen Jones, 5 goals, 2 assists, and 7 points, 18th on the North Shore. And on the goalie side for Beverly, Charlotte Stevens has won 4 games, 42 saves, and has 1.5 shutouts. And for Peabody, they have one good scorer. That's Chris Tronosco, who has 7 goals, 2 assists, and 9 points, who's 10th on the North Shore. And their goalie, Sophie Cassis, has 2 wins, 101 saves, and 2 shutouts.
All right, thank you. That's Andrew's Notes, brought to you by nobody. That's a joke. But I like that. We're going to call it the Andrew's Notes segment here on the broadcast. We're just making stuff up as we go along, folks. But it seems to be working out, so we're going to keep doing it. Peabody warming up. They're going to just take a few minutes to warm up here. We are running late. The actual story behind it is Peabody thought the game was at 4 o'clock today. Can you imagine thinking you had a game at 4 and you get woken up by your mom at 9.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a bit of fatigue from some of the players today.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take any advantage we can get. But we expect a pretty Peabody, regardless of their record. I've always seen Peabody as a team that fights. They fight hard, and they run a good program. So here we are at like I said, at Frank 40 Field. What a beautiful day. There's a very slight breeze. It's mostly sunny. 72 degrees, and it might cloud up a little bit as the game goes on, but I think the temperature is going to stay right around there. Wonderfully comfortable game. We got a nice crowd here today. I think part of that's because of the youth that just got, shown off, not quite introduced with the announcing of Beverly's starting lineup. And Andrew and his father Peter are part of a podcast on BevCam Network. Tell me a little bit about the podcast.
Oh yeah, it's real fun to do. I suggest it to anybody. BevCam provides those free workshops, maybe 2 weeks and something like that. But it's great to be there. You meet Amanda, who's real nice, and you just learn a lot about podcasts. And after that event me and my dad went to, we decided to start our own podcast. And what we do on there is we just talk about local sports.
Awesome.
We haven't seen much people do that. You have people talk about professional sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
We kind of mix in the both. We do the local sports. So we've talked about field hockey and all that scoring before.
Oh, cool.
And professional as well. And
because field hockey don't get no love.
Yeah, and I believe you have a podcast too, don't you?
I actually do. It's called the Matt Fletcher Show. Thank you for throwing it right back to me in my face. And trying to trick each other up here, I think, a little bit. But I do have a podcast. Our latest one just dropped with Andreas Bauermeister, who's the lead organizer of Hands Off Beverly, which is a protest group that does peaceful protests in downtown every Saturdays and on Wednesdays. It was a great discussion. We talked all about all kinds of politics and all that good stuff. And the week before that, we had the mayor on to talk about all things Beverly, and not so much campaign stuff, but we did more, visions for the city in the future.
Oh, that's really cool. You get the mayor on there.
Yeah. So, it's a fun time, and like you said, if you get a fun topic that you care about. And right now, we're kind of all over the place. But I have an incredible producer, John McMahon, that, if you have a good producer, too, your podcast is going to be that much better. He's amazing to work with. But anyway, the ref blew their whistle, which I think is kind of the countdown for Peabody to get ready. In fact, they have captains that, for both teams, are now at the 50. Boy, I just want this game to start, Andrew.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm about to ask you what your favorite subject in school is. Okay, Andrew, what's your favorite subject in school?
Probably history.
All right. Oh, nice. Nice. Andrew's first choice, I know, is to go to Syracuse. And I'm pulling for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the captains are at half field trying to figure out who's going to start off first, who's going to be on which end first. And since we know half the rules in field hockey are made up, they're probably just going over them.
And, 2-minute halftime, we've been informed here today.
So we won't be taking a break. So, but if you're watching on YouTube, you'll have you have the opportunity to pause. We are live right now on YouTube. In fact, if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one. We can all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They also hold workshops downtown on everything from social media, starting your own podcast. Andrew was a beneficiary of that workshop, and teaching animation. Check out the latest workshops available at BevCam on Eventbrite. And thank you for supporting BevCam.
Yeah, and I highly support all that stuff because it's completely free. You can go to those for no cost at all. And then if you decide to like it, I believe it's only like $5 a year. And then you get a whole membership to BevCam, and then you can have access to equipment and do as much as you like with that.
Well, that sounds like the senior price. I mean, the student price.
Oh, that's the student. Oh, student price. Right.
It's a little bit more for.
A little bit more, yeah.
But still, really.
What is the? It is really affordable.
Yeah, real.
To be a member of BevCam, and you have the access and the opportunity to do so much. Basically, you're only limited by your imagination. All right, we're about to get started here. Beverly going to start off with the ball. Ashley Wallace at midfield. Oh, excuse me, that's Gwen Jones. I don't know how I could have messed that one up. Mads brings it up the field. I just lost all audio. What happened?
What do you guys do? They can still hear.
I can still hear you.
I stepped on. All right. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. That was some, I think, self-inflicted on my part. Technical difficulties. I wasn't sure. I couldn't hear myself anymore, so I thought I was out. All right, where are we, Andrew? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Just a start of a good offensive drive here for Beverly to start off the game.
All right, Beverly has it at the top of the circle. Avery LeBlanc tries to send it in, sends it in to Lily Scotty. That's going to be the first corner of the game, Andrew, right off the bat.
Yeah, last game we did get some goals on those corners, but of course we don't want it to be a repeat of Gloucester, where Gloucester blocked 3 of those in a row, and 2 earlier in the game. But yeah, hopefully we can score some here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we have the usual Avery LeBlanc is going to send the ball in. Let's see which direction she takes it and what kind of play they get hooked up here. The Tanners have an interesting setup with only one player in the goal with the goalie. Ball goes up to Mads. Mads, who leads the teams in shots. Ball goes in. Looks like another corner penalty. CC Blank was mixed up in it as well. So I've been calling her Caroline, and then the announcements earlier called her CC. I don't get this information, Andrew. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I want to apologize to to CC Blank.
Yep.
And here we go. Ball goes off to Fiona. She sends it in. Little scrum around the middle. Ashley Wallace, another corner. Ashley Wallace was in there. Lily Scotty was mixed up in it.
And exactly what you want to see from Beverly to start it off, because this is how we
corner.
started off the Haverhill game and scored those early goals.
Ball comes out. Tapped by Morgan. Oh, and missed. A very rare miss by Mads. And I want to say it might have hit her foot, so the ball's going to go back to Peabody. Opportunity lost. That was another ball off Mads' foot. Beverly tries to slap it in, but it goes right to a Beverly player. Beverly sends it up to Fiona Bazin. Lily Scotty going over for it, but looks like it's rolling out of bounds, and that's going to be the Tanner ball on their 16. So far, Charlotte Stevens is doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, we saw that last game as well, as well as with the freshman Laura Conan just standing back there, not much work to do.
No. Again, the Tanners do come in with the 1-6 record, 1-6 record,
Yep.
but they don't, they certainly don't play like a 1-6 team. So Beverly can't fall asleep. Oh, that one was almost deflected. Went up in the air, and I believe that's what the whistle was for. So it's going to go back to Peabody at the 16. That gets rough chopped down right over to Morgan. Morgan Linsky brings it up. She's looking to center it. She does beautifully. Oh, my golly. Mads tries to take a whack at it, just misses it, and the ball goes out, and it's back to Peabody on the 16. As many times as they've given it to Peabody on the 16, Andrew, Peabody hasn't been able to get it out.
Yeah, agreed.
Nice scrum there in the middle. Fiona Bazin literally running circles around the defense. And that ball was a great save by Peabody. That goalkeeper had a really good pad save. Another save, and that one goes in. I mean, no way we can put that on the goalie, Andrew.
Yeah.
But Lily Scotty took advantage with another goal by Lily Scotty. She had a hat trick a couple of games ago. She had 2 goals, I believe, in the last game against Haverhill. And she starts Beverly off with a goal here in the first quarter. Fiona Bazin trying to get the ball back. She does. Still have yet to see Peabody get it over the 50. Fiona working it down the sideline. Peabody player fighting for it. Fiona sends it back to Morgan Linsky. Morgan now tries to center it. Goes off a Tanner player, so that's going to be another shot for Beverly here. No, Beverly, that's a corner violation. We both heard that one.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
But this is a great start for Beverly. Really similar start to the Haverhill game where we pressure them. And Peabody seems to be like a really similar team to the Hillies. With that goalie situation, we saw a couple good saves there, but the team around her just couldn't clear it out. Maybe we'll see that again today.
By the way, that was Lily Scotty's 6th goal of the season. She's having herself a hell of a senior year.
Yeah, agreed. And a bit of a goal streak, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second goal scored and third goal scored in 2 games.
Yes, and that actually puts her in the lead for the Panthers with the 6 goals. And with Gwen Stefani following very close. Gwen Stefani. Maybe I thought the game was at 4 o'clock. Gwen Jones. We are having just learned some technical difficulties. We are not getting the view of the scoreboard. So if we could, what are we looking at right now, Andrew, for a time?
8 minutes and 15 seconds.
All right, we got 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. It seems like it's been going on for a lot longer.
Yeah, it has.
Ball comes back. Ball's going to go to Peabody. Looks like on the 16. Peabody tries to knock it out. Morgan Linsky ends up with it. She sends it into the middle into Mads. Mads trying to pull the shot off. It deflects off the foot of a Tanner, and that's going to cause a corner penalty.
And we continue to see that nifty stick work from Morgan Linsky. We saw that last game, especially with that play against Haverhill where she came out of nowhere and stole that pass. And we're seeing it again today with that good passing in the center there.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like Morgan Linsky is one of those players that's always in the right place at the right time. She just knows where she's supposed to be. Oh, that looks like a stick violation on Beverly. So the ball's going to come out to the 16. Ball's been touched and is in play. Can't get it past that first Beverly defender. They might want to try something different. Fiona Bazin turns around to shoot it. Ball goes back to Peabody. Beverly trying to bring it up. Stolen by Mads. Is she going to send it up to Fiona or try to work her way through? It doesn't matter. Hit a foot. I believe hit a Tanner foot. She's got to back up 5 yards. Ball gets over to Fiona. Fiona tries to center it. Deflects off of a Peabody player and goes out of bounds. So therefore, it's going to come out to the 25. Still a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. Definitely seeing what we saw in that Haverhill game. Eerily similar, too, with Peabody not being able to really get a pass down, and the first person it goes to gets intercepted.
Well, let's... that ball went in there. I was just about to say, I think it was Morgan Linsky might have sent it in for Gwen Jones. I don't think Gwen Stefani could play field hockey the way Gwen Jones can.
Yeah,
I'm going to give Gwen Jones the point up on that one.
Yeah, and by the way, I've been seeing Morgan Linsky pass. I'm surprised she doesn't lead this Beverly team in assists, because she had 3 great passes so far, and that one finally turned into an assist and a goal.
1 assist for Morgan Linsky.
Only 1 assist.
One assist on the season. And that gives Gwen her 6th goal, so ties back up. Got a little rivalry here between Lily Scotty and Gwen Jones, both with 6 goals. Although Gwen has 2 assists, so a couple more points. That's CC Blank working it on the sideline. Loses the battle to Peabody. Avery LeBlanc doing what she does right there on defense. Working it up the field. Sends it up to Avery Height. Avery trying to run around the Peabody defender. I think she definitely would have an advantage speed-wise. Ball's bouncing around, back to Avery. And ball's going back to Peabody for what reason? I have no idea. Sorry. Sorry, I missed that one, folks. Peabody starts it out, tries to do an aerial, but it just goes low line drive. Beverly intercepts it right away. Ball stays with Beverly here. Ball goes back to Avery. Avery tries to send it in. That's going to be a bit of a stick violation there on Avery LeBlanc. And ball's going to go back to Peabody. Peabody sends it up. There's a blank space where a defender should be for Beverly, but Fiona Bazin comes in and we got a stick violation. Peabody ready to start it back out. Sends it backwards. Intercepted by Fiona Bazin. Fiona tries to run through 2 people, but just goes around and then passes it over to number 11, Ellie Fisher.
Yeah, we saw her kind of emerge as a great scorer. She had obviously that goal last game.
Yep. And we didn't have her on our roster, but gosh darn it, we know where she is now. Or who she is, rather. There's Ashley Wallace fighting for the ball there. Does a heck of a job. Gets the ball down to Fiona Bazin. Fiona loses it for a second, but picks it back up. Fiona centers it. Goalie misses it, but it does go wide left. But she missed it altogether, so it's going to remain Peabody's ball at the 16-yard line. I keep looking over to make sure Charlotte's not taking a nap back there in the Beverly goal.
Yeah, and like you said, I think 72 degrees, and maybe feel a bit bad for just standing there.
All that equipment.
Full goalie gear.
Again, Beverly, it's the leg of Beverly, so Peabody's going to take it right back. Looks like they're going to try an aerial again. Ball goes high up in the air, not quite settled, and that's going to stay Peabody ball for some reason. Another aerial, and that's going to go to Beverly. Aerials are tough. If you're not really, really good at them, you shouldn't be doing it. Because if you hit it towards an opposing player, that's a danger, and the ref's going to call that every time. Oh, nice centering pass to C.C. Blank. Couldn't quite connect. That's Ashley Wallace who steals it from a Peabody player, sends it in, deflected by about 3 players till I think it got off the foot of a Peabody player, and we have another corner penalty.
Yeah, and about 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this first quarter, and it's a really similar start to that Haverhill game. And it's just good to see Beverly get on the board fast, as the games previous to Haverhill at home against Gloucester and Masco, we didn't really see that, and we kind of fell behind, but still stuck in the game in good games. But it's just good to take that early lead so you have insurance later down the road.
Absolutely. The corner comes out to Mads. Mads tries to work it in. Peabody tries to steal it. Looked like a stick violation. That's going to be another corner for Peabody, for Beverly.
Let's see if we see that technique that we see with Madeline LeBlanc. We've seen it a couple times already with the going down on a knee.
Oh, another foot violation. That's going to go back over to Peabody. So, unofficially and officially, actually, we're going to go officially on this if Andrew concurs. The ball has not seen itself on the opposite side of that 50-yard line.
Yeah, agreed. They kind of moved up to the 40 a bit, but definitely not a great offensive drive from Peabody so far.
All right, well then 40.
Yeah, 40.
That's the end of the first quarter with your Beverly Panthers leading the Peabody Tanners 2-0. And Andrew, what are your thoughts on the first half of the Panthers?
Yeah, great work by the Panthers.
First quarter.
Yeah, first quarter. Great work by the Panthers there to just keep putting pressure on Peabody and really get just staying in that offensive zone. And I like this play style for Beverly. We saw it last game, like I've been mentioning. But it's good to see them get so offensively motivated and push so much, because in those Masco and Gloucester games against those good teams, we kind of saw more back and forth, but not enough offensive chances. What I would like to see from Beverly is them to score on those corners. We seem to keep struggling on those, but we do keep forcing them, like multiple ones if we fail. But yeah, most of our scoring opportunities don't come off corners so far. Yeah,
I agree with everything there, Andrew. And I think for the Tanners, they are just their defense is playing very well. Their goalie is playing exceptionally well. They need to get the ball past midfield. I mean, they need to work out some way, even if it's a dump it in and run after it. They're trying to do these aerials, but they're not quite getting to anyone except the black jersey.
Yeah, I agree. The aerials, we saw them a couple times in the Gloucester and Masco games. I think the only team really successful with them was Masco. And that great stick work they had. But yeah, I would like to see a different strategy from Peabody as well, because yeah, like we've been mentioning, they just can't really move the ball. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one, and we can all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They hold workshops downtown on everything from social media, starting your own podcast, teaching animation. Check out these latest workshops available at BevCam on Eventbrite. Thanks for supporting BevCam, and it's completely free, and I really suggest that podcast workshop.
Nice. Thank you, Andrew. And we got the starting. Oh, that was quite a save by the goalie. We almost had a goal just there. I don't know exactly who shot. I think it might have been Lily Scotty, but it's going to result in a corner to start the second quarter.
Yeah, and as you just mentioned, great work from the Peabody goalie. Just the defense around the goalie isn't that great, but the goalie is keeping them in the game for a considerable amount of time here. Like that Haverhill game could have gone to like 12-0, but the goalie kept them in the game.
Yeah, the goalie did keep them in the game, and you hate to see a goalie go down 7-0, but I mean, that easily could have been 14-0.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, so Avery LeBlanc's going to start it off, sends it over to Mads, it looks like. Ball flips up, gets kick saved, but that should have been called. That's a goal. That's a goal by number 2, Avery LeBlanc. She doesn't get a ton of opportunities at goals except on corners because she's just such an incredible defensive player.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to see from Beverly. Like as I was saying in the synopsis and what I wanted to see going into the second quarter, you definitely want to get more goals on those corners, and that's exactly what we just did.
Yeah, it was almost like they were listening to you, Andrew. Almost like they were listening to you. Morgan Linsky brings it up. Morgan now looking for Mads. Didn't quite connect, but Mads is able to go get it. And she pushes it up forward. It looks like to Gwen Jones. Gwen goes down. Ball stays in Beverly's possession. Now the ball goes out of bounds. And now it looks like it's going to be Beverly's ball at the 25. So it's 3-0 Panthers at the beginning of the second quarter. A beautiful 73-degree day here at Frank Forty Field in Beverly, Massachusetts. You know, Beverly, Massachusetts was recently rated as the #1 zip code in America by Realtor.com. Did you know that, Andrew?
Yeah, I heard a lot of houses being sold for lots of money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good all around to have that recognition to show that how awesome our hometown is.
Yeah, it is, and it's great to be on BevCam every week to provide this to the fans and Beverly.
And Mads tries to swing, went above the ball. That's going to go back to Peabody now. They're lining up. Looks like they're going to try an aerial. Intercepted by, I think, Ashley Wallace. Fiona now with it. Fiona, I thought she was going to shoot there. I think she had a good look. Oh, there it is. There it is. There you go. That is not Gwen Stefani, I'll tell you that right now. That is Gwen Jones with her second goal of the game. Now she goes ahead of Lily Scotty now.
It's great to see Beverly score early in the second quarter because even with the domination in that Haverhill game, we got shut down in the second quarter. But it's good to continue the scoring going into the early moments of the second quarter of play.
All right, teams getting their act together here with Peabody about to draw the ball back to start this possession. Ball goes back by. It's intercepted. Intercepted, looked like Sophia Reese. Ball goes out, and that looks like it's going to be Beverly's ball on the 25.
And I think Peabody might have that fatigue we were talking about going into this game. A little sluggish out there, but hopefully they can pick it up.
Yeah, this is the first time we're facing Peabody this season, and so we're not sure exactly how their form is, but they don't look like they have mid-season form. Mm-hmm. Ball goes into the circle now. That's a stick violation on Beverly, so Peabody's going to get the ball back. They're going to try another aerial. Ball just goes right by everybody, picked up by number 2, Avery LeBlanc. She's everywhere. You know, I feel bad we haven't called the names of any of the defensive players, except I can right now. That one goes over to Olivia Fletcher, who brings it up. Tries to pass it up. Hits it with the wrong side of the stick, it looked like, so that's going to go back to Peabody. Peabody launches it down. Picked off by number 14. I do not have a number 14 in my program. Andrew? Number 14? No?
Nope.
Big head shake from Andrews. That's a big no. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Beverly ball. Avery Height brings it out. Peabody trying to work it up, being defended by Avery LeBlanc, and she successfully gets it turned over. Cece knocks it over to Morgan. We got players right in front of the net. A couple of chances there to score, Andrew.
Yeah, a lot of keep pushing, put your foot on the pedal and keep going.
Yeah, Beverly is definitely not letting their foot off the gas, and there's no reason to, only in the second quarter.
Yeah, agreed.
Now that ball also went straight up in the air. Morgan Linsky intercepts it. She sends it in. Whoa, she blasts it in. I don't think that would have been a goal because of the distance. But it was still a sweet-looking save by that goalkeeper.
Yeah, agreed.
Blasted in by Avery. Almost just a little wide. I think that Fiona Bazin almost had a goal there, but it went a little bit wide left.
Yeah, that was almost a little clip in the corner there. That was just, a couple inches off. That was close, and that would have been a great lead there.
Yeah, that would have added to her point total. She's coming off the field now. Well-deserved break.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, as of Thursday, she's 8th on the North Shore in scoring, so that would have been, giving her maybe a rank up.
Here comes Morgan Linsky running up with the ball. She goes around one player, couldn't quite make it past the second player. Stick violation, ball's going back to Peabody. Gwen Jones comes in for Fiona Bazin. Poked out by the fantastic Morgan Linsky. Beverly now ready to take it out. It looks like they're going for the aerial. Right into a group of Beverly players. Fletcher sends it off to the side. Number 14 passes it up. I think that was Sophia Ruiz that was bringing it up. And Cece tries to get it out, but it looked like a violation. It's going to come out to the 16. Peabody wastes no time, sends it, but it's intercepted by number 14. Passed up to Avery Height, number 3. Avery tries to get it past one player, can't quite. She gets some help. Goes back to a Peabody player. Looked like a foot violation. Another aerial, straight up, straight down into a Beverly player. When the play doesn't work 50 times in a row, you think they might change it up a little?
Yeah, it looks like they are trying to change it up. They've had a couple of those long passes they might be trying to get a breakaway from, but those don't seem to work either. And, yeah, the aerials need to stop for...
need to stop for Peabody. And we got CC Blank sending it over to Ashley Wallace, who sends it to Gwen Jones. Gwen Jones with 2 goals today, with leading the team. Leading the team with 7. But they're sticking with the aerial, and this one also doesn't work. Was that, I think that's Mia Moschella who's coming on defense. Avery Height with the ball now, tries to center it in. Goes up to... I'm sorry, Mia's playing mid. We got Megan McCormick coming in on defense. Once I figure out who the hell's doing what, we got another corner.
Yeah, another corner. We scored on the last one, so that was good to see. Hopefully we... I got to be honest, I don't entirely like the plan where they kind of go low with Madeline LeBlanc. I like more of a balanced approach.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what they do here. They go off to the side. They send it back into Avery. Avery centers it. And, oh, they had a great chance there. I like that play a lot.
Something like that will work.
That was a nice play on the corner.
That was what I was talking about.
Yeah, they had ample opportunity there to score. CC Blank sends it in, and now the ball goes off a Peabody player, so that's going to be another corner.
Yeah, I really like that play. That was just, that was good to see, and I believe that's how we scored our first goal in the corner. So hopefully we just continue doing that.
They've scored on corners like that on several occasions. Oh. A little bit of a swing and a miss there. Ball still stays right in the middle. All right, that's going to go. That was sent out wide left. Left of the goal by Beverly, so Peabody's going to get the ball at their 16.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter in this first half. Peabody just hasn't really gotten offensive production at all.
They switch it up. Instead of going for the aerial, they just go for the straight-up golf swing. Still goes right to a Beverly player. Gets centered. What a great save by the goalkeeper. I mean, clearing it out of the way like that was a very good play.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is true for the Salem News, but it says she does have 107 saves. So,
I would probably guess that's career.
Yeah, career. Maybe, but you can see where it comes from, though.
Yeah, no, she's very aggressive and doing a great job. All right, that ball's going to Peabody. Peabody still hasn't gotten it past the 40, although I'm going to say 45. We'll split the difference.
Yep.
Gwen Jones brings it up around the corner, goes to center it. Bounces off a Peabody player, but she's able to maintain. We got Ashley Wallace. She takes a big swing, doesn't go very far. And Gwen Jones keeps it going. Seems to be stuck in that corner a bit. Over to Cece. Over to Gwen. Gwen shoots it. That ball goes in. Now, was that... That was Gwen Jones. That's a hat trick for Gwen Jones. That is a hat trick, everybody. That puts her 2 up now on Lily Scott for the team leaders, and very impressive goal.
Yeah, very impressive indeed, and just great game from her so far. Probably lots of confidence coming there.
Absolutely. Now, because of the late start, halftime is only going to be 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
So we're going to keep it here. Usually we take a little break, but we will keep it here for that. But you know, we'll say some stuff. But if you guys need to, you know, go change the laundry or make yourself a sandwich,
you can always pause on YouTube.
You can always pause on YouTube. Gwen centers it over to Avery Height. She tries to push it in. Peabody clears it out. Battling on the sideline. Ashley Wallace wins that battle. Beverly trying to clear it, Peabody trying to clear it out of bounds, doesn't work. Because Ashley's right there to stop it from happening. That goes off the foot, no call. CC brings it in, CC centers it. Avery Height shoots it in, gets deflected. That ball goes to the left of the goal, and it's going to be Peabody ball at their 16.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in this first half. So let's see if Beverly can shut Peabody down and go into that 2-minute halftime with 5-0 lead.
Peabody getting it at the 30 now. Mia Michelle sends it in. That's the bell that tells us it's halftime. Peabody is unfortunately not able to put anything on the board. Beverly leads 5-0 at the end of the first half. Only 2 minutes. Andrew, what do you think of the? What do you think there of the first half on the Panthers side?
Yeah, great job by the Panthers. Already 5 goals. 3 of them coming from Gwen Jones, so great game from her so far. And we're doing a great job on the defensive side, just shutting down all offensive opportunities and making, similar to Haverhill, we're just taking away that the first pass that Peabody tries to do and intercepting it. And Peabody just needs to change their strategy here. The aerials don't seem to work at all. And it's a strange strategy from them as well, trying to golf swing it. Just on the ground far, but sometimes there's nobody there. Like on a play, about 3 minutes left, they had it in the middle of the field and they just passed it to nobody upfield. So I would just like to see Peabody have a better strategy, because it seems they are a good team. They have a good goalie, but yeah, that offense just needs to improve. But Beverly looks great on all cylinders right now. Yeah,
they are firing on all cylinders. I would agree with you on that. Gwen Jones with the hat trick. We also saw a goal from Lily Scotty, and also I believe Avery LeBlanc was the 5th goal. So Peabody, I agree. Peabody needs to turn something up here. They need to flip a switch and get a little more aggressive. Their goalie has been nothing short of fantastic. And it looks like a different goalie is warming up. So I'm not sure if that goalie's coming out. I don't think that goalie would need to come out even down 5-0, because it could be 10-0.
Yeah.
And folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one. And we all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They also hold workshops downtown on everything from social media, starting your own podcast which Andrew has taken advantage of, and teaching animation. Check out the latest workshops available at BevCam on Eventbrite. Thanks for supporting BevCam. And we are at the in-between periods. It looks like they did not do a 2-minute halftime.
About 5 minutes.
I think they did go to the standard 5-minute halftime. So in that instance, why don't we take a quick break, and we'll come back on the BevCam Sports Network.
So, what's BevCam? BevCam is a place to express your creativity.
BevCam is where you have conversations with local leaders and your neighbors.
A place to have your voice heard in the community and beyond.
Yeah, but what is BevCam really?
They support local businesses.
They tell you about events happening in your area.
And they support the local music and arts scene.
And they do local sports too.
And keep you informed with government affairs.
The more people that get involved, you get more opinions.
And if I can do this, anybody can.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it could be more.
Like a state-of-the-art podcasting studio you can use at any time.
With updated private editing stations open to everyone and space on the walls to showcase local artists.
And studio space to support the local music scene.
Like provide equipment signouts and software training. Anyone can feel empowered to create their own content, say what they want to say, and learn new skills for a tiny fee.
But how is that possible?
BevCam is funded because the cable company brings its product to you through the telephone wires, and therefore the government can require public access funding. Help us grow while keeping technology and skills training accessible to everyone.
Thank you, Beverly.
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 A little much.
We're back for the third quarter here at Frank 40 Field on a beautiful Saturday morning. Well, Beverly is leading 5-0 on the field hockey team from Peabody, the Tanners. Peabody is going to be starting it out by sending it back.
Yeah, and we do see that new goalie in there for Peabody.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that, but I guess not. I really don't think most of those goals were that goalie's fault.
Yeah, agreed. You don't want to...
I mean, that shattered the confidence.
Yeah, it does, but she should be proud of herself. She still did great. Very similar situation to Haverhill's goalie.
Now, did Beverly also change?
Yeah,
I believe they might have. And that's definitely just a flat-out high five to Charlotte Stevens. Yes, I see Charlotte walking on the sidelines, so...
Yeah.
So now we have Lauren Conant in goal, and let's hope she sees as much action as Charlotte did. Beverly brings it up. That's Morgan Linsky on the sideline. Tries to center it. Peabody breaks it up. Ashley Wallace sends it over to Morgan Linsky. We got a violation there. It's going to go back to Peabody. Peabody sends it up. Sends it up the sideline. Morgan Linsky's causing her some problems over there. Avery LeBlanc now picks it up. Goes back over to Peabody, and Avery takes it right on back. She's moving it up the sideline. A pretty good clip. Going to stick with Beverly. Over to Fiona. Fiona bays and tries to center it, and she does. Gets it over to Gwen, who sends it over to Ashley, who sends it over to Mads, who sends it over to Avery. Well, I think with that call, we can agree that the passing is pretty good so far. Oh, that ball went in fast and furious.
Yeah, great work by Beverly there to score early in this quarter. Keeps popping up the lead. Get more insurance.
Now, the person who got the goal usually brings it up, but that doesn't seem to be the case on this one. But I think that was Fiona, was it not?
Yeah, it looked like Fiona.
We're going to go with Fiona. She is smiling, so we'll give her the goal. Either way. Beverly draws it back. It's now 6-0 Beverly. Worth mentioning, they have a boy player on the team who has the ball right now, number 37. Beverly draws it back to Felletru, who sends it over to Mia Michella. Fiona tries to get it, but Peabody intercepts it. Morgan Lindsay hooks it around, but they're going to say that was not a legal pass.
Yeah,
it looked perfect to me.
We saw that in Haverhill as well, and it was a legal pass. And yeah.
I don't know. It looked perfect to me, but apparently the ref knows better than I. Apparently. And here comes that fella. He sends it in sharp, but right to Morgan. Morgan sends it up perfectly to Mads. Mads now working it up the field, heading over towards the sideline. Gives it up for Fiona. Fiona drops it back. for Avery. And Avery LeBlanc now working around the sideline. She's looking for an outlet. Sends it back to Olivia Fletcher, who sends it over to Nola Redmond. Nola Redmond sends it up to Ashley Wallace. Now, if they're doing this thing where they're just going to pass, they sure are doing a good job of it.
Yeah, agreed.
Feels like that's what's going on right now. That went off the leg of number 37. Over to Nola Redmond. Just a little bit past Avery. Number 37 ends up with it. Olivia sends it over to Mia. Mia now sends it up the field for Morgan. Morgan Linsky now up the sideline. Heads it over to Fiona. Fiona Bazin now inside the circle. My God, she's so fast. Sends it to the top to her. Well, that's a corner penalty. Ball still, even with all that passing going around, the ball did pass the 40, but only to Beverly players. So we're passing it around. Peabody still has not had possession past that point. Morgan just taps it over to Mads. Mads sends it over to Fiona, who centers it, and that goes wide to the right.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I don't really entirely like that play for the corners. I like the other one where we scored the 2 goals, I believe. But I guess when you want to be careful, you don't really want to hurt your players or anything like that. So, yeah.
And you don't want to do the same play every time. You got to keep them guessing.
Agreed.
I do like that play that you're talking about where Avery sends it out and then gets a pass right back to Avery. And then she's pretty much got a clean shot. And that's how she scored her goal. This ball's going to the 16. Intercepted. Mad sends it in. Lily Scotty now trying to get it over. That's a corner penalty. I could see the stick violation there.
Well, let's see if they do what you mentioned and mix it up here, or stick with the same thing.
I also not in love with this play if they try it because of the distance. I like that, though, going to Lily Scotty right back to Avery. That was the play we were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, they did go back to it. It didn't quite work, but they did have a shot on. So I would say it was, successful to that point.
Yeah, agreed. That it works well every time. They usually have it right in front of the goal. At that time, it was a save, but yeah, of course, we saw the 2 goals coming from that today, and yeah, a good mix-up. So that might be their game plan.
Although she doesn't have any today, Charlotte Stevens does have 49 saves on the season.
Yeah, great job from her. And I believe she was marked half a shutout because she sat out that second half of that Haverhill game, and that seems the situation here today.
Yeah. Beverly ready for it. Fletcher taking it around, sends it straight up to Mads. Perfect pass. Mads goes right around a Peabody player. She's trying to get into the circle. She brings it back. Avery LeBlanc sends it over to Morgan Linsky. Linsky brings it around. Boy, they seem to be avoiding the circle like the plague. Ashley Wallace now sends it back to Nola. All right, Peabody going to start it off now. Actually, a nice golf swing. Beverly's next game is going to be over at Saugus on Tuesday.
Good luck to them. And speaking of Saugus, Beverly soccer team played them a couple days ago and continued their winning streak. I believe they're 8-0 on the season.
My gosh, they're 8-0?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great news for the boys soccer team. Who's Coach Edgar he's an incredible coach. Really happy for him and his team. Saugus, and then the next game is also away, but it should be well, hopefully it'll be a good one against Masco. And that's going to be coming on October 3rd. So they got a winnable game and then well, they're both winnable games. They got what should be a win, and then a real tough one against Masco for the next two games coming up. Cece with it now, sends it back to Avery. Avery sends it over to Avery. That's Avery to Avery. It's a new detective series on FX. That's Morgan Linsky bringing it around. Well, she takes a shot, I think, just for the fun of it. And it gets deflected and goes out on the left side.
Yeah, and great job to our all Beverly teams this year playing, including our field hockey team. A great year for sports, of course. Our football team finally looking like they'll have a winning season. And our field hockey team looking great here so far.
Yes, agreed. And that could have been a goal, but it was beautifully saved. Gwen Jones would have had that one. Would have been her fourth goal, but it was a nice kick save by the goalie. Fiona centers it. Oh, and the shot just goes wide off the stick of Avery Height. Two minutes left in the third quarter. I'm sorry, did I say two? I meant three.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
You can correct me, buddy. It's okay.
But yeah, Beverly's still looking great on the offensive side here, continuing to shut down all of Peabody's opportunities. I don't think we've seen a combination of Laura Conan or Charlotte Stevens really move once in that goal.
No, I don't think so. In fact, I glance over every so often just to make sure she's still awake. That's not a knock on Peabody. It's just Beverly's playing very well, and they're keeping it. They're really, their passes are sharp.
Yeah, agreed.
They're passing with purpose, and unfortunately, it's just not Peabody's day.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, every team we face is pretty good. Haverhill was good, and Peabody's good, and yeah, we should take these games. These girls go out there and be competitive every day. So props to them for that.
And now, on the other side of the sportsmanship side is the rankings, and goal differential is a big part of that. So a 6-0 win does mean a lot to them as far as rankings go. Mm-hmm. So I think Coach D has to toe that line of sportsmanship versus benefiting the ranking of the team when she does, all the passing. And we saw in the Haverhill game she moved offense to defense and defense to offense, which confused the hell out of me.
Yeah, but Beverly is a great sportsmanship city.
It sure is.
We saw a couple weeks ago, in the example for me, is a girls' soccer game. They were winning like 6-7 to nothing against Winthrop, and instead of taking open shots, they elected to pass it instead. So great sportsmanship from all these Beverly teams out there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Makes us a team that's easy to root for, a community that's easy to root for.
Yeah,
and did I mention #1 by Realtor.com? The #1 zip code in the country is Beverly, Massachusetts. The #1 zip code, 01915, baby. No, I did have the mayor on my podcast, and that is something we covered. I mean, that's got to be a sense of pride for the mayor of the city. It's the hottest, according to Realtor.com. 37 for Peabody. The rare boy player, he sends it right out of bounds.
Yeah, and we kind of see a little strategy there from Peabody.
A Beverly player, excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah, but they might be trying to do that golf swing down there like that instead of the aerials.
Well, they finally got past the 30. They finally got past the 40. And that is the end of the third quarter with Beverly up 6-0. They switched goalies. Hasn't meant anything for Beverly. I believe the new goalie for Peabody might have even had a couple of saves.
Yeah, a couple of saves, but another goal allowed. But good job for both of these Peabody goalies today. And of course, both teams are great. And Peabody's defense has been good in some sorts. But the offense has definitely been a down for them today, just not being able to get anything. But hopefully.
On the flip side, though, Beverly has been spot on, and their passes have been sharp. Like I said, they've been passing with purpose.
Yeah.
And that's really nice to see. Now, they can do that. They play like this and pass as well as they're passing against a team like Masco. It's going to be a different story.
Yeah, agreed. Kind of what we saw against Masco and Gloucester. They struggled with the passing. But now against these last two games, Haverhill and Peabody, we've seen...
You're really connecting,
the practice is kind of maybe culminating to that focus of passing.
All right, folks, last time you'll have to hear me say this. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to click the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one. And we can all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, we definitely can.
Yeah, we definitely can. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They also hold workshops downtown on everything from social media, starting your own podcast, and teaching animation. Check out the latest workshops available on BevCam at Eventbrite. Thanks for supporting BevCam. Thank you, sir. And that's the sound that tells us we're going to go to the start of the fourth quarter with Beverly up 6-0, 15 minutes left. And do you see Beverly doing more of the same? A lot of passing.
Yeah, I agree.
The occasional shot.
I think the good sportsmanship will continue. More like passes, maybe time consumption. And good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, always want to see good sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
Passes it over to Nola. Nola hooks it over to mysterious number 14. We're gonna call her Mysterio, okay? Or Mysteria, I guess it would be. Mia Moschella is working it around. I don't know if she's trying to get into the circle or just kind of swing it around till she can find someone to pass it to. That ball's going back to Peabody. And it's going to their number 37, the boy player on the team. Ball on the sideline there. Ball now just barely not in the circle. Sophia puts it into the circle, but it gets knocked right out by Peabody. Mia sends it over to Ashley. Ashley Wallace. Ashley now has it. Andrew, tell this referee to move over a little to the right, will you? All game he hasn't been in my way. What's going on here? Now that ball was a big high aerial by Peabody that didn't work again. Beverly now working it into the circle, and that's a corner. Now what do you do here on a corner? Do you just run your play, or do you pass it out and pass it back and pass it around? I mean, I think you run your play.
Yeah, I think you run your play, but kind of...
you can't get enough practice on corners, in my opinion.
Get enough practice, agreed.
We have Mia. Oh, this is good, though.
Yeah.
They're changing it up. They have, instead of Avery, we got Mia. Mia sends it right over to Gwen, who sends it over to Ashley, who blasts it in just wide left. But they did. They ran the play.
Yeah.
I think that's the right call. They ran it with other personnel, but I thought those personnel did a fine job.
Yeah, it's good to practice like we've seen in other games outside of these two last home games. They have struggled with the corner a bit, and like you said, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
You want to practice every time
Yep.
you can.
Absolutely. There's Nola Redmond spinning it around, sending it perfectly to Mia. Avery Height tried to get it, but lost it. CC Blank bringing it to the sideline, which hands it off to Ashley. They're kind of dancing around the circle, but not quite going in until now. Now they're in the circle. That's a shot deflected. Oh, they're going to call that a high stick. If you don't connect with the ball, and it's just you swinging a stick around, they're going to call that. Just under 11 minutes left in the game. Beverly does not seem to be straying in their strategy of making sure they get lots of passing in before they shoot. Oh, nice block there. Kick save. No. Okay. Technically, that was an aerial but I mean, even if that hit someone in the face, it wasn't going to hurt them. That ball did not go very fast. Nola sends it over to 14. Peabody bringing it up a bit. Nola being aggressive. Nola stealing it. Hooking it over. It does not stay in. I was hoping the ref missed that one, but I mean, we were right in front of it, so it was pretty easy to see that it went out. Peabody now going to take it out on the side. Does another aerial. That's going to be a football on Beverly. Peabody's going to take it out now at the 30. That ball picked right off by, was that CC Blank. CC Blank sends it right up to Gwen. Gwen sends it over to Ashley. That bounces right off the foot, but it stays with Beverly. Beverly sends it in. It's centered, Avery Height sends a shot in, but it's deflected, and that ball is going to go back to Peabody at their 16-yard line.
If I was Peabody, I would focus on that golf.
Whoa. Nice settle. Oh, that, that looked like a perfect settle to me, but it apparently went off the leg of Nola. Beverly now working it into the circle. They have numbers. Oh, that ball, that was a hard one to avoid. The goalie came so far out. That was a tough one to, like I said, to avoid. There's number 11, Ellie Fisher.
Yeah, and great work from her. Second game in a row with the goal.
Yeah.
Lots of potential there for Beverly in the future when all these seniors graduate this year.
Yeah, Ellie had 2 goals coming into this game, and now that's her third. For being a swing player, meaning from JV swinging over to varsity, bouncing back and forth, that's great.
Yeah, great
to have
job.
3 goals.
Yeah, great job from her. Seven minutes and 15 seconds left in this game.
All right, we'll see how each team continues. I mean, Peabody has definitely still got the fight left in them. They're not giving up by any means.
Yeah, agreed.
Mads brings it. She's got it in the middle. She sends it over to Ashley. Ashley sends it up to Fiona. Oh, almost goes by Ashley, but she keeps it in. Ashley sends it back to, looks like Megan McCormick, who sends it back to Morgan Linsky, who missed it and screamed at herself. That ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Peabody ball. Yeah, that's about where it went out. Mads knocks it down. Olivia Faletra sends it back. Oh, just a little bit off. But number 14 was able to tap it over, and now Beverly's going to keep that ball on a stick violation. Oh, Fiona turning on the Jets. Sending it up over to Mads, who sends it to Faletra, who sends it over to Avery LeBlanc. Yep, Beverly just trying to keep it in. Penalty on Peabody, though. They're not making it easy on themselves with a lot of unforced errors. And with how much time left?
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left in the game. Beverly up 7-0. Let's see how they play this corner. You got Avery LeBlanc is back there in her usual spot. And there it goes. Over to Mads, over to Lily. Lily sends it in to Avery, kicked out by the goalie. Mads brings it around, knocks it in. That is a goal. Well, guess what? That's the second goal today by Ellie. That was, I believe Mads would get that assist. She shot at Ellie, redirected her like an ice hockey player, and scored Beverly's 8th goal, Ellie's 2nd goal, and 4th of the season.
Yeah, great job from her. We've seen 3 in the past 2 games from her.
Yeah.
And, yeah, lots of potential there. Just an exciting player to watch for this Beverly team in the future.
Definitely, and Mads had a blast to set that whole thing up. She'll definitely be getting a very well-deserved point on that play. Peabody forgot the ball for a second and then went back to get it. No. Beverly lost the ball. Peabody lost the ball. Mads now with it, bringing it up the field. Oh, that hit off his own player. A little friendly fire there. And it wasn't in an area that you can usually hit the ball with, so I don't know why they didn't call that as a turnover. And Peabody trying to do a little something here. Passes it back to 37, who's trying to blast it through, but no luck. And you got Avery bringing it up. She passes it back to Feletra, who passes it over to Scotty, who passes it over to 14, who loses it. 10 from Peabody now, bringing it up the field. A little violation on Beverly there, so White's gonna, or Peabody rather, is gonna keep the ball.
About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
Safe to say Beverly might have this one in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to jinx it. Okay. Fiona just barreling up the field. Nobody in front of her. Oh, Nola almost had a shot. Oh, that would have been, that's a corner for Beverly. Nola, who usually plays defense, would be fun to see her get a goal.
Yeah, but you got to give credit to that the Peabody goalie right there, stopping the one-on-one breakaway and
waiting for her defense
from Fiona Bazin.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Now let's see, with a minute and a half or so left in the game. Here comes Avery, sends it out to Mads. Mads sends it over to Nola. Nola takes the shot. Ball goes in. I don't know.
Self-goal. Right?
Yeah, I don't know who's going to get credit for it. Looks like Avery Height.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is Nola. Yeah, it is Nola. Hey, good for her. I was just saying.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to see Nola get a goal, and there she goes. The fans are really appreciative of Nola getting that goal. I can hear them applaud. That's fantastic. 9-0. I mean, unfortunately, whoa, that kid blasts the ball. And that is the game. Unfortunate game for Peabody, but as solid as it gets from Beverly. 9-0. Our next game will be against Swampscott on the 7th. And we'll see you then. For Matt Feletra, I'm here with Andrew Bartholomew. We got Leo on camera and John inside the studio. And this has been a presentation of BevCam Sports Network. All right, I gotta run to a meeting.